At one time, this man, he might have thought that he was running away from his master, Philemon. But he would come to find out through the gospel that he'd actually been running away his whole life from his one true master, the Lord Jesus Christ. And in that, Onesimus is not any different than the rest of us. Every single human. We've all tried, like Adam and Eve when they fell in sin, to run and hide from the Lord, to not face our biggest problem with God. We tried to hide from our sin and hide our sin from God, hide our sin from ourselves and hide it from other people. We've tried to cover it up. We've tried to make up for it. We've tried to bury it, ignore it, self-medicate it, self-help it, just flat out deny our sin. And in that way, we've all tried in about every way we could to run away from who we really are, sinners, in the eyes of the one and only holy and just God, the God who has created us and provided for us, that God. Against that God, we have rebelled in our sin. We've tried to steal from him his glory. And instead of facing the light, we've run into the shadows. It's in that way that really every one of us is a runaway slave. We're runaway slaves in sin. And Onesimus was running away from Philemon. He had a bigger problem. He couldn't outrun that other master that was within him. Because in every single human being, there's a much bigger and badder, sometimes quieter, sometimes louder, always shocking master that resides in the human heart. It's a master none of us can outrun, none of us can outhide, because in every human, no matter what religion you come from, no matter who you are, there's a sticky, debilitating, rotting slavery to sin that masters over your life. It's baked into your DNA, and you have also chosen to rebel against God. What that means, sin, is that you have also wantonly disobeyed the Lord. You have committed treason against God. How? Because you would not bow to him as your true master. And you haven't bowed to him because you've been too busy bowing to yourself and to sin and to the world.